Hello guys, doing a little build guide video today. Threw together this build, it's near the end of Rampage League here. Wanted to try something out, didn't get to play much this league, so never really made much currency or anything, so just had to scrape together something cheap and interesting with what I had, and it was an idea that actually turned out very well. Called the build Freezing Flash, that's what I named the character when I made him. And basically it is a cast on crit flicker strike build casting Ice Nova. Pretty pleased with how it turned out. By the way, sorry about any background noise in this video. My mic is not very good and it's probably picking up a lot of just noise from my computer, so I apologize for that. We will start by going through skill links setup we've got. So using a tabula rasa right now, obviously that's your, you kind of need a 6 link for this build, so that's like the only possible real expensive piece. Total gear cost of what I'm wearing right now, which is mostly really bad, is like maybe 3 to 4 exalts. It's pretty cheap. But skill links, your 6 link, you want Flicker Strike, Multi-Strike, Cast on Critical Strike, Cold Penetration, Ice Nova, and Conk Effect. If you know you're not going to be going against any monsters that have much cold resist, you could definitely swap out Cold Pen for increased crit multiplier, but I have definitely found the best results with Cold Pen so far. I'm level 70 right now, sort of just rounded out the skill tree that I had planned out for level 70, we'll go through that in a sec. Like I said, my gear is pretty bad right now, and this is softcore, so obviously Flicker Strike builds in general aren't very friendly to hardcore, so I wouldn't recommend this build for hardcore, but if I was doing it in hardcore, I would definitely go for a lot more life earlier. Level 70 with only 2500 life definitely isn't great. This character is extremely glassy right now, and if I mess up at all, I pretty much insta-die. But that being said, it actually has pretty good clear speed with the stuff I've tried so far, which has only been low-level maps and stuff, because I sort of just finished leveling it, and the gear's pretty crap right now, but it works. So, stats, offense, let's see, right now Ice Nova is sitting at level 17, so the average damage on that is 2k, and with power charges up, I've got I think like a 68% crit chance on that. I use Assassin's Mark to build up power charges, since right now I'm just using a tabula rasa, so I don't have a vols or anything. I think I would still use Assassin's Mark regardless and not go for vols. If I had my choice of chest, it would either be a Carcass Jack for the area damage and just because Carcass Jack's okay in general, or just any good 6-linked evasion chest, but right now it's tabula rasa because I'm poor. My Flicker Strike crit chance with no power charges is 77%-ish, depending on which hand I have up. Should be about the same on either hand. Let's see, what do we got? 77 main hand, yeah, 77.8 each hand. Goes up to like 95%, 96% with power charges, and then with the actual increased crits on Assassin's Mark, crit chance is over 100%. So we always crit when we hit. Right now my accuracy is really bad, only 82%, so that's the next thing I'm going to work on improving. Currently I've gone for quite a bit of intelligence on gear so I can keep leveling the Ice Nova, because I'm not going up towards the witch area for a little bit to get intelligence, so I need some intelligence on gear to be able to support the Ice Nova. Other gear, let's see. So like we said, tabula rasa, and we went through the links: Flicker, Multi, Cast on Crit, Cold Pen, Ice Nova, and Conk Effect. Hat, I'm using Rat's Nest right now. This character is an acrobatics and phase acrobatics character, so we went for evasion where we could, because armor and energy shield don't do us any good. So yeah, Rat's Nest for the helmet right now. Crits and attack speed, pretty darn nice for crit flicker build. Malegaros for the gloves, pretty standard cast on crit again. Right now, one of the reasons I'm so glassy is because I'm using 2 daggers. You could go for a shield if you want, and I may do that later as I get better other gear, if I can get a shield and still keep my crit chance real high. I'll probably go for that, and once I'm high enough level that I can pick up some block nodes. Boots are just some random rares, rings are diamond rings. I guess the important one, Doriani's heavy belt, pretty important. Obviously you want cold. That cold leech is pretty much where all of your sustain comes from. Yeah, diamond rings for crit. Just the rest of the stuff is just random things. Right now I just, like I said, super poor, so I have crappy life rolls mastercrafted on this stuff. You don't really get a whole lot of it, so I mean you've got no resists on right now my chest, gloves, hat, or weapons. So basically you've got these 5 pieces to fill out all your resists on. Doriani's is nice because it has good resists, but fill out your resist on the rest of this stuff. You'd need pretty expensive pieces to be able to actually just cap your resists on that. So right now I am running Purity of Elements to cap out my resists. If I eventually get a 6-link just evasion chest, I would probably just go, I mean, all resists would be nice, but I'd probably just aim for fire and lightning and then switch to Purity of Cold to cap out my cold and give the higher max cold resist for reflect packs. I guess I'll go through the passives now. Started as a shadow, went through these elemental nodes for the damage, and these cold nodes to the middle to cold-hearted calculation, grabbed the crits, grabbed the life, went down for these life and crits, and so I guess along with the cold leech on Doriani's belt, also just life on kill is nice, so I've got 5 life on kill there, life on kill from these, and grabbed this Thrill Killer cluster, not so much for the percent mana, because that's the only percent mana we got, and we're not focusing on that on gear, but for the mana on kill. We don't really do any physical damage, so mana leech doesn't really work for us. So I was just trying to get by using Assassin's Mark with the mana on kill from that, but it was proving to not quite be enough, so I grabbed this mana cluster and haven't really been having mana problems since then. Grab this life, and the accuracy and crit cluster is a good little cluster. Heading down this way, grab the frenzy charge because we're a flicker build. Grab some strength and intelligence for leveling gems. Headed over, grabbed acrobatics, grabbed all these evasion and life wheel. Crit here, another frenzy charge, life, headed for Anders. And then going up, grabbed the power charge, grabbed these dagger crit nodes. Life and energy shield, just got that for the life. Obviously the energy shield doesn't do us any good. And these spell crit nodes. As I keep leveling, I think the next 3 levels I will grab these accuracy nodes, because like I said, my accuracy is really trash right now. And then I'm going to head over for these life nodes, and then maybe grab these accuracy nodes as well, along with intelligence there, so I can ditch some intelligence on gear. But I might just stop at these life nodes and then start heading up the witch way, grab these crit multi nodes, and head for this power charge eventually. But right now at level 70, this is what the build looks like. Right as I hit level 70, I put the point into Anders. So we're actually okay generally against physical stuff now. We're also running the typical cast when damage taken Immortal Call setup. But that's what the tree looks like for now. I will post a link in the video description and it'll be on the forums. Other gem setups other than our main one, over here in one of our daggers we've got Blood Magic, Increased Area of Effect, and Assassin's Mark. So that's our curse. Got a pretty big AoE with the Increased Area of Effect. In our gloves, running Mana Leech, Frenzy, Whirling Blades, and faster attacks. Mostly just because I didn't want Blood Magic on this, so I wasn't spending life. And I mean, faster attacks, Frenzy. Originally I had a multi-strike in here, but then realized that Frenzy, you still only get 1 charge per multi-strike, so you can actually build Frenzy charges faster by just having faster attacks without multi-strike. Whirling Blades is our mobility, Whirling Blades with faster attacks. Get around super fast when you've got your Frenzy charges up. Boots is where we've got our cast when damage taken set up currently. Typical cast when damage taken, Enduring Cry, increased duration of Mortal Call. That generally keeps us safe from most physical enemies, except if we get desynced or whatever, which actually happens quite a lot since it's a flicker build. Over here, we're running Herald of Ice, Purity of Elements with reduced mana. Herald of Ice is great with this because you're shattering every single enemy you kill. So especially on like a rare pack, if you just blaze in, you shatter the whole pack and all of the Herald of Ice damage procs, and usually kills the rare about instantly. Right now I've got Blood Rage in my hat. Eventually I think I'll probably just ditch the Mana Rage, or the Mana Leech, and stick Blood Rage down in the gloves and do a second cast when damage taken setup in the hat for some more survivability. So that's gem setups. I guess now we'll just do a little gameplay, show how it works. Do I don't actually want to use a map right now. What the heck, I guess we'll run it in through a quick little map. Like I said, I sort of just finished leveling and I didn't play this league much, so we'll just grab something. I guess we don't need a superior one. Where's the Tropical Island map? That's a good map. Certain maps I've noticed aren't great for this build. Stuff with lots of little tight spaces. The desync is even worse than it usually is. Let's see, I guess we'll just throw that on. Lightning Resist is fine. Chilled Ground is fine. Flasks. Flasks aren't really done yet. This is just kind of what I have laying around. Running a Surgeon's Jade Flask, so I can spam that quite a bit. Right now it's just increased stun recovery. That's just what I had. Quality on these, obviously you want the duration, because Doriani's gives you the more chance to freeze during Flask effect, so you almost always want to have at least some Flask up. Right now I've got of Heat just because I needed something to get rid of Frozen and Chilled. I would like to have Surgeons of Heat, but I was burning through ults like crazy, not getting it, so I just settled for Heat. Got a big Hybrid Flask over here. Just using that for basically whenever I run out of mana, and I figured I might as well have life on it as well. Here we've got a Surgeon's Divine Life Flask of Dousing, so that deals with burning for us, and obviously just gives us lots of life. And then right now this is just a Seething Life Flask, so yeah, Sanctified. Obviously I'd like to get a Seething Divine. I think I would like to have Seething in that one. It's nice to have some burst heal. So now I guess we will head into this map. Just craft the item quantity onto there. Okay. So we've got our Herald of Ice and our Purity of Elements activated. And basically the plan is you just activate Blood Rage, Assassin's Mark the group, start by using Frenzy just to build up your initial Frenzy charges, and then just start flickering everywhere and killing everything. So I probably won't talk much for this, because we'll just go through this quick and see how it goes. Here we've got a rare, and we're decent around this tree. Frenzy charges, so I'll just use Frenzy a few times. Occasionally on some of these like bigger types of enemies you do run out of Frenzy charges, which is a pain. Like I said, the build still has a lot of room for optimizations and improvement stuff. At this point it's still sort of proof of concept stage, but I've come this far enough along to make a video about it. So we just keep Assassin's marking groups and blowing them up. As you can see, my Chaos Resist is really bad right now also, so this Blood Rage takes pretty heavy toll over time, but not so bad that we can't handle it. Flames. Just about died there, I'm not even sure what hit us. Notice my health like yo-yos a lot here, because like I said, only 2.5k health at level 70, we're super squishy right now, and you gotta be really careful or you'll die. But it's still pretty fun. I mean, this is the first Flicker character I've actually ever made, and I decided to go this sort of cast on crit route with it. I leveled it as just a normal Flicker build as soon as I hit level 31, so I can use multi-strike. I see this guy a bunch. Accuracy is definitely a major issue for me right now. We're desynced, yeah we sure are. But I think once I get good accuracy and stuff, so I'm a little more reliable and level the cast on crit more, I think survivability will actually be pretty good. Because we're pretty much always freezing everything. Like as soon as we go into a pack and shoot off an Ice Nova, everything's frozen. It's pretty strong freezes. Stuff actually stays frozen quite a while. clear speed's decent right now. Pretty happy with how it's been going. Keep forgetting to spam the OOS to deal with these things. I mean, like most flicker builds, single target actually isn't bad as long as you have frenzy charges. You can do quite a bit of single target damage. That's why I've got the frenzy and faster attacks, so if I need to I can just bust out some frenzy charges. Oh cool, level 68 map. Keep heading on here. You see, like I said, we've got about 100% crit chance, well over 100% crit chance on our daggers when we have power charges up. So it's really just the accuracy and RNG with the cast off crit gem holding it back right now. Still does pretty well. AoE damage is good, it clears decently fast most of the time. Said some of these high health enemies in large packs can be a pain. You don't kill them always and you run up frenzy charges. But it's usually not too big of a deal. These things over here. I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun with just the Flicker Strike. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever actually used Flicker Strike. It's been pretty fun so far. It's nice just freezing stuff and seeing everything explode. Obviously, you just kind of kill the packs instantly anyways, so it doesn't matter, but before the damage was very good. It was definitely nice, you know, frenzy charges here. It was definitely nice not having to worry about necromancers or anything, because you shatter every single corpse, so you'll never have necromancers raising enemies back against you because there are no corpses left. Obviously you can tell by how my health's going, this is not really, at least in this state, a build that would be hardcore viable. We're not dying, and I actually don't die too often, but come very close to dying a lot, which is obviously not what you want if you are doing this hardcore build. Corrupted Blood's kind of a pain, we might be in a little trouble here. Probably not. No. So you can see, like, actually for this build, like, I know it's kind of weird to say it, but single target is better with groups. Oh, hey, nice, we've got a Carto box. Oh, that's not too bad. But, like, the bigger the group you jump into with a rare monster, the quicker you're gonna kill the rare monster. Because, your Herald of Ice splashes, and the more little monsters there are for you to instantly kill and shatter with Herald of Ice, they will all hit the rare monster. So large packs will die pretty much instantly, and the rare monster included. Smaller packs, you might have to use your frenzy a little bit and build up charges. Haven't been very vigilant here in the last little bit of using Assassin's Mark. Sometimes I just forget to use it. Run out of power charges. Like I said, with power charges, the crit chance on my Ice Nova is like 68% right now, because I'm using, I guess I can show off my daggers after this actually. There we go. Using two golden Chris's right now, so they've got that global crit chance, which is nice. So we got pretty good crit chance on our Ice Nova. I mean, like, in practice, it doesn't really work any different than a normal flicker build. You kind of just flicker in and kill the whole pack instantly, but I don't know, it's just something different, a little different idea that I had that's turned out to be fairly effective, so I think I'm going to keep running with it and improving it. Oh nice, we got some Sedemas, big find. Take the belt for Chaos Recipe. But anyways, that was a Tropical Island map. Real quick before I close the video, like I said, I guess I'll take a look at my daggers. So you've got your standard crit items, and then on your weapons, You're going to want to look for spell damage, spell crit, crit chance, and attack speed, which this one has all of. This one I got for even cheaper. It doesn't have spell damage, but crafted attack speed onto it, crit strike chance for spells. Gets your crit up there as high as you can. Like I said, eventually I'd like to switch to a shield for more survivability. But that is the build. I will do a more succinct written version for the forums. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later.